Besides huge human losses and destruction, Russia's Ukraine war has triggered a hunger war also. It has created food supply challenges. It has increased the existing food shortages and vulnerabilities, which were already existing due to the effect of climate change and the COVID-19 pandemic. The war has only made things worse. Globally, it has reduced available food, increased food prices, and increased hunger. Hello and welcome to India Today Digital. I'm Anjali Istawal, and as the Ukraine-Russia war completes 12 months, we show you 12 shades of war. Russia and Ukraine are key agricultural players that combined export nearly 12% of the food calories traded globally and are major providers of basic agro commodities, including wheat, maize, and sunflower oil. Russia and Ukraine combined supply over 50% of cereal imports arriving in North Africa and the Middle East, while Eastern African countries import 72% of their cereals from Russia and 18% from Ukraine. The supply shock in the agro-commodities market was caused by the severe disruption of grain exports from Ukraine, which were predominantly shipped by sea, almost 95%. The closure of the Azov Sea to commercial vessels, followed by the military blockade of the Black Sea ports, brought Ukrainian exports to an almost total halt between March and mid-August 2022. That was a blockade of almost half a year. The reason why land transport was not a feasible, complete alternative to sea route was the lack of required infrastructure and the logistics involved. To pursue a land route meant higher prices for the transported food, thus inflation. Now imagine this. You live in a poor income country. Suddenly, there is a shortage of food, sudden price rise of oil and other food items. And to top it all, energy prices are also at record high. Now, 3 square meals a day suddenly feels like a luxury. A perfect example of that is right next door, Pakistan. They were faced with food shortage, high food prices, and lack of foreign exchange to fulfill their needs. Who do you think were the ones that went hungry? Of course, the poor who couldn't afford to pay thousands of rupees for one packet of atta or wheat flour. This is a result of the supply shock caused by the blockade of Ukrainian exports. To ease their own pressures, many nations adopted export restrictions, including India. This led to unpredictability in global food supply. Now look at the dependence of the world on Ukraine's food exports. With that kind of dependence, it's easy for any of the two countries to easily weaponize food by threatening to choke supply and increase world hunger. This is why, as the war continues, food security, which has been at the top of the international political agenda since February 2022, becomes of utmost importance. Although the response of the international community, including agreement to unblock exports from Black Sea ports, has calmed fears of an imminent widespread food crisis. A number of food import and food aid dependent countries do remain highly vulnerable to food price and foreign exchange volatility. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.